A friend of mine recently reached out and asked me what some of my favorite podcasts are. So I just thought I would tell you about three of my favorite people to listen to on podcasts. To qualify this and begin, I want to say these are not three podcast hosts. These are three individuals who show up in podcasts. And that's typically how I tend to consume podcasts. I like to find people who are really interesting, who have a number of podcast interviews done of them or with them. And those are the ones that I like to listen to. So of them are as follows. Before I get into it, I should say the first two are more creative, and the last one is kind of universally helpful. It's more psychological. So, Stephen Pressfield is my first one. Stephen is the author of The War of Art, which is a fantastic book. I've reread it multiple times, and I seem to get something new from it each time. It's this book that's full of energy and fight for the importance of what we have to offer as creative people. So, as important as it is for artists to be dedicated, we also have to stave off all of the temptations of life. So Stephen Pressfield talks about that at length and kind of creates this character about the sort of thing that we fight and calls it resistance. So worth checking out War of Art. I'm reading the book Turning Pro about kind of the same things that Stephen wrote. That's Stephen with a V, and Pressfield, so Pressfield. The next one is a really fun, creative producer who's worked with everyone in hip hop, not everyone, but many people, all the way crossing the genre lines to country, Johnny Cash. So he is a really interesting person and lovely to listen to. Rick Rubin is a captivating interviewee. He loves to talk about kind of cultivating the creative state, and it's very, very practical, tangible stuff, but hilariously surrounding such mystical things as like how to create the best environment for your personal expression. So it's good stuff. Sounds mamby-pamby, but it's really great. And finally, a little more heavy and serious is Gabor Mate. Gabor is a medical doctor with the background, of course, medicine, but focus is on working with patients who have struggled with drug addiction. He also specializes in talking about child rearing and how child upbringing can cause psychological problems such as ADD, ADHD. Those are specifically relevant to me, being that I've struggled with some of those things, just helping me to kind of dissect some of my personal journeys through holding attention, and just my upbringing in general. Those are three of some of my favorite people to look up, and there are plenty of interviews of all those people. So I hope you enjoy, and I hope this has been helpful. See you in the next one.